Mo Salah is here. Hello, Mo.
Thank you very much, Jim. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Okay, I have a question. Hello.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. I'm ready.
So I come with a B1, B2, and then we file for adjustment. After that, we did our interview in June last year, and it has been now almost 8 months. Oh, they keep quiet since June last year without nothing. And then 3 days ago, we get RFE, unfortunately. So when we get RFE, they state only three things. They state the lease, tax return, and the divorce degree. Fortunately, divorce degree we sent together with our first application, but we have an issue because we don't have lease because it's a government house. So before my partner was living there, so we didn't add us because the application process is very long and we didn't want to tamper with it, so we don't have lease. And then the tax return, we adjusted tax return, but we haven't received any script yet, so we are just saying that maybe you are going to send 1040. So we are worried because will this RFE, that the fact that we don't have lease and our tax is amended, will it affect because we have a divorce degree that they requested, which is certified by the court in US. So we are really worried about lease and the amended tax return. What is the best option to tackle it? And we are in a very sensitive area because that office has a lot of recently faced a lot of issue, so we are worried about that.
I think there's a lot to be worried about. So let's back up. Are you the immigrant or are you the U.S. citizen?
I'm a immigrant.
And where are you from?
I'm from Uganda.
Uganda. Okay. And when did you come to the United States from Uganda?
It's a long story because I came 2024.
What kind of a visa did you have when you came to the United States in 2024?
B2.
And you were authorized to stay for 6 months?
Yeah.
And did you leave after 6 months or did you not leave after 6 months?
I leave and then I came back again.
Okay. So you left on time. And then how long after did you come back?
Then after I come back, I stay for like 4 months.
You were out of the country for 4 months?
No. I stay 1 year and then came back again.
Okay. And so did you have a multiple entry visa or did you get separate visas each time?
It's a multiple entry visa.
Okay. And when you came back, they gave you 6 months again?
Yeah, another 6 months, and then we get married when we reach 4 months, like that, and then we file. But when we file, I think I remained with like 2 months, or yeah, 2 months before my visa expired. So it expired when I received the receipt and even work permit actually.
So in other words, you were in status and had your work permit before your 6 month stay was over.
Yeah. Actually, my work permit biometric, it rushed very quickly because we file like when we just married in US, and then we file immediately in 1 month. I got biometric, I work permit, and even I think I got RFE for one RFE before for the for tax, which is I don't 864 supporting document. We submit it, and then quickly also we get interview. So everything rushed within 3 months. We had our interview, work permit, and everything. Actually, when I received my work permit, I was still within status
Okay.
because my 6 month visa did not expire.
Okay. And did you use a lawyer or not a lawyer?
I use a lawyer, but my lawyer is very slow. Actually, I'm smarter than my lawyer, I think.
That happens. Yes, that happens. But here's what I'm wondering. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much marriage evidence did you submit?
Previously, we didn't have much because everything rushed very quickly. So because I didn't have social security, so we didn't have much at the when we go to the interview. But immediately I received my social security. We opened bank account.
Mhm.
We had a credit card. We had a car insurance. We had photos. We had letters. We all those. We had affidavit of support. We had the issue is that when we went to our interviews that it was less than 3 months, so we didn't have much, but I uploaded so many documents as unsolicited evidence. And but our interview wasn't nice because the officer she had a very heavy accent. So our lawyer was there actually, and she didn't. She asked me so many questions, like 30 questions, and then she only asked my partner like 10 questions because it was almost our interview was around 3, and it was on Friday. I think Friday. Yeah, I think it was Friday or Thursday. So it was late. So she keep on messing around because she was typing. She doesn't hear my accent. So like that. But my lawyer was at least trying to guide her, and she looked very unprepared. It seems that she didn't even check the document that we brought in.
Did they separate you and your spouse or no?
In our office, everyone is separated. That's what I know. In my current office, everyone is separated. So it is not something that is particular to us. Only it is for
Who went
everyone
first?
actually.
Who went first, you or your spouse?
I went no. We both we sit together. After we sit together, and then after like 1 minute they separate. But it's me who come first.
And how did your lawyer say you guys did as far as having matching answers?
The issue is that she asked me like 20 questions or 25 questions. She asked my wife 3 or 4 questions. He said it is fine. He said because I think the answers match because what she asked was so basic. What she asked me, majority of it, my wife was not asked. So the 5 questions that my wife was asked, they match because where we meet, how we meet, those basics ones, my wife got it. So that's what's surprised. But lawyer say that it is good. It will going to be approved. But we don't know now. Then we get RFE, so we are a little bit frustrated.
Oh, I don't think you should be frustrated. So I have a question. You know
Mhm.
how you said you were here for 6 months, you left for a year, then you came back, and 4 months after you came back, you got married, right?
Yeah.
The person that you married, the person that's sponsoring you for your green card, did you know them on your first trip to the United States, or did you first meet them when you came back the second time?
No, no, no. For the first trip when I came, is that I came for the conference. We know each other for a long time back home, so it's not something that we were chatting, we were talking. We
Okay.
were talking back then. So someone we know each other very well.
Okay. So did you go to that conference?
Yeah, yeah. At that time, I go and then I went back.
But during those 6 months that you were here, did you and she live together at all?
The first one or the second one?
The first one.
The first one was a very short trip. It is just 2 weeks. No, 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 no.
Oh, it wasn't a 6 month trip. It was just a 2 week trip.
Yeah, it was just 2 weeks trip.
Got it. Okay. And then when you arrived the second time, did she meet you at the airport? Did you meet with her later? What happened?
No, no, I came to the airport. We stayed together, and yeah,
So you went
because we were
straight to
even chatting. Yeah,
you went straight to her after that.
yeah.
What did you tell CBP was the purpose of your visit when you entered that time?
I wasn't asked anything.
Okay. All right. Now let's talk about government housing. Do you mean she gets Section 8 housing? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
So does she have kids?
yeah,
And the kids live with you?
yeah. All of us.
So you moved into her apartment when?
What?
When did you move into her apartment?
This the same the same time that I arrived.
So I don't remember. When is that? Are you there? How long have you been living in her apartment?
I think now 1 year,
And you're not on
almost
the
1 year and a half. I think. Yeah.
you're not on the lease.
Yeah.
So that's a huge problem because they have two government agencies. On the one hand, she has submitted documentation to HUD, the Housing and Urban Development, that she lives by herself with her kids, and that's why she qualifies for Section 8 housing. You've also told USCIS that you're her husband and that you live together. So this is one of their favorite tricks. They're going to try to make it out to look like you're committing fraud, either fraud on HUD or fraud on USCIS. So this is a huge problem.
Okay. No, but when she applied, we are not living together.
Right. But I think there's an ongoing duty to let them know that she's married and that you're living there. She hasn't told her landlord that you're living there. And so this is what's going to happen. After you send them back the lease that shows that you don't live that you're not on the lease, they're going to come talk to the leasing agent and they're going to show your picture to the leasing agent. And they're going to say, hey, do you know Mo Salah? No, I've never seen that guy. That lady's single. She's not married. She doesn't have anybody living there with her. And then your case is going to get denied for fraud. I've seen this.
What can I do now?
You need to be on the lease.
But so should I talk to the landlady, or because
Yes.
we're also planning to move? We're also planning to move, which is a little bit frustrating us.
Why are you frustrated by any of this?
Because we need to needed to move. Like I think our section is going to expire coming April, so we needed to move somewhere else. So, and these things now come up right now.
That's how the game is played, bro. This is the deal. You want a green card, and you got married 4 months after you arrived. They're suspicious of your case, and they're on to you because they asked for the lease. So that they're figuring this out, that you are living somewhere and your name isn't on the lease, and they're wondering why. So
what if now that we wanted to move, because we are moving, we are, of course, if our lease will going to expire in April, so we are planning to move because we are starting the business somewhere else. So if we move, will it raise any other thing? Because we will move, obvious.
When's your RFE due?
What? In May.
Yeah, so move in April and then send them that lease and then get a lot of other evidence.
But then we know now the issue is that we have to change all our everything. That is the major issue.
But why are you mad about that? That's just how it works. I don't know why you're getting frustrated. This is the deal. You're trying to get a green card and it's a shaky case.
Okay, because we wanted to submit like what's it called, bank statements and all those stuff before we move, and then when we move, we're going to submit the new lease address, but we are worried about that, so that's why we are a little frustrated.
There's no reason to be frustrated. Do you want to get a green card?
Yeah.
Then why are you frustrated?
No, my question is that should we submit this old one that is expiring in April or the new one that we got?
Yes, both.
Both?
Yeah.
But if we can't get the old one, what can we do? Because it's a really process.
To get a copy of the lease? You're telling me you're telling me between now and May you can't get a copy of your wife's lease. I call a cap on that. That's BS.
No, but because that one, it has to go to the government.
Okay. This guy sure feels sorry for himself. He's smarter than his lawyer. He's smarter than me. He's fighting me on everything. And he wants Donald Trump to deliver him the green card and say, here, my Ugandan friend, welcome to America. We're lucky to have you. I mean, I don't say this often, but that dude's very entitled. Mo Salah thinks, well, I'm a soccer star. I'm here all the way from Uganda and Liverpool and Egypt. Give me my green card. Don't make me do this hassle. This is how it works. Why be frustrated? I know you're smarter than your lawyer, and clearly you're smarter than me. So go figure it out. But they're coming after you. They don't want to give you a green card. You got married 4 months after you arrived. You submitted very little marriage evidence. Very tough case, and mostly because of the parties involved.